everybody, and welcome back to the Kenslog channel. Today is my pickups video, I guess. Kenslog episode number 2. I got two things I want to talk about today, and the first one is a pickup. And it's a pretty cool one in my book, but I have to sell it, and you'll find out why. My brother-in-law calls me probably 4 months ago now, and he's like, "Hey, good looking," and I'm like, "Hey." He's like, "I'm at this garage sale and they have this thing called a Turbo Grafx 16. And I was a little bit excited, but not too much. Because I had one before, and the games, you know, are fairly similar to what we've seen out there before. Nothing too special. Well, I guess there are a few games that are special within the system, but I was like, "Oh yeah, and how much do you want for it?" He's like, "Oh, they want $50 for it." I was like, "Yeah, if it's just a system, I don't want it." You know. And he's like, "Well, it comes with a bunch of games." And I was like, "Oh, really? That might be worth it then. You know, if it looks like it's in good shape and they can guarantee it works, you know, and it comes with a bunch of games." And when he said a bunch, I figured 10 games or so. I said, "Go ahead and pick it up, and I'll resell it for you." Everything he buys, he makes me resell on Amazon or eBay or something. But he brought it by, and it was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. He got it for, I guess he talked her down to $30 for it. So here's what he got: Turbo Grafx 16. Got the set itself. It came with the expansion. This is the Turbo Booster Plus. This is like the you know, the little red thing you put in the N64. This is kind of like that, but worse. But as you can see, it's got audiophile outputs, which makes it awesome. And then it also came with a Super Turbo Grafx 16 turbo stick. I had never actually seen one of these in person, so it's pretty cool to see it. It's got adjustments for player 1, player 2, and I think these slide bars are how fast things go. I don't know, I don't remember, but they're sliders. They're not clicks or anything like that for a setting. It's a slider, so I think it's a difficulty or how fast or something like that. But then it's got slow, select, run. So based on other turbo controllers, it probably just makes you shoot like crazy and run forever, so you don't have to continually hit a button. Things like that. And then it came with 2 of the standard controllers. Oops. 2 of those guys, which are in great shape. You know, you normally see a lot of wear around the buttons on these. It's kind of dirty. It's like it's been out in somebody's shop for a while. There's a little bit of a nick there. Oh, this was the main controller. This one's got the wear on it. And then you got the 5-port. There's a 5-port hub for the Turbo Grafx, so you could play 5 players, I guess. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. I've never seen one of those either. Then obviously it came with power cord. Here's the AV cord, just like the Nintendo. Well, not just like the Nintendo. It comes with a black box instead of a gray box. And the plug's like 1,000 times bigger than it needs to be. But here's the most interesting part of what he brought me, and I was just like flabbergasted when he brought it to me, because they just don't exist anymore. You know, like those other 2 things I said I'd never seen. Oh, I'd seen pictures of and I heard of them. You know, and I've seen other people pick them up. So, you know, they're not super rare. But I have absolutely never seen anybody ever, and maybe it's just me not watching enough videos, but I've never seen anybody with one of these. It's a Turbo Grafx Express, made by NEC, and it works. The sound is a little bit low on it, but so the speaker might need to be replaced, but it works. I mean, the screen is great. The controls work just fine. There's a little bit of damage on the start and select button. I don't know what happened there. Somebody got bored or something, started peeling it off. But you know, they're functional. This takes either an AC adapter, which I have for it, or a ton of batteries. Was that 8 batteries? 2, 3, 4, 6 batteries. Wow. 6 double A's. But I thought that was really cool to get. And these are indeed rare, and even rarer in working condition. I read a little history on them, and the background is, you know, there's people that can repair these, so you know they are repairable. Like this one's going to need a speaker, unless you can just deal with the sound, or you can plug headphones into it. That should work too. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And Turbo Express NEC. But the coolest part about this is you don't have to like have a special game for this. You can put the Turbo Grafx cartridges right in this thing, and that's what makes it just amazing. You know, back in 1986 or something, when these things came out, you know, they were able to have that technology, you know, that whole thing in here. You know, maybe not the whole thing, but you know, it's in this little box and it's playable. So I thought that was really cool. It's just amazing in my mind. You know, this is PlayStation's Vita. Think of it that way. But on to the games. How many games did he get altogether? 17 games. And one is not here. It's called Blazing Lasers. It doesn't work. I can't get it to work on the system, so I'm not going to show it to you. Or I could walk all the way out there and go get it and come back. You guys want to hang out a second? Didn't think so. But anyway, got Keith Courage, Alpha Zones. I think that's the game that like came with them or something, or eventually came with it. We got Bonk's Revenge. Sweet game. We got Legendary Axe. Everybody knows Legendary Axe. It's a sweet game. Bonk's Adventure. It's another Bonk's side scroller deal. Impossible. It's like superhero mole. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then Galaga 90. This is loose. Everybody knows Galaga. Oh, it's not that. Okay. The case is broken. Dang. Kind of stinks. I thought the game was loose inside there. The case is just loose. We got Final Lap Twin. Played that for a little while. It's not bad for racing games, but I always liked the old school racing games. Boxy Boy. Kind of a puzzle game. Pretty easy actually, but I didn't play the advanced level. R-Type. Everybody knows R-Type. Sinistron. Now I'm going to get this pretty close. See that monster? For some reason I just think that thing is so BA. It's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll put a picture of Sinistron up on here so you guys can get a good look at that art, because it is just seemingly advanced for its time. Give you a little clearer view. Yeah, I'll try to put a picture up there. And then you got Tricky Kick. Pretty cool game. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Sidearms. I didn't play this one. And then Vig's Tactical Gladiator. And the guy on the front looks like a Transformer. Kind of Optimus Primus looking kind of guy. Didn't play that one either. Turrican. Not a bad game. Aero Blaster. Pretty much fly around, shoot 'em up. Not a bad game. And Pac-Land. Didn't play that. God, what's up with the glare? If I put it this way, it's got that glare. If I put it this way, it's got that glare. You can see my triangular windows. Pretty beast, actually. But Pac-Land, definitely. So those are my pickups. That's gonna go on eBay. If it's on eBay by the time I put this video on YouTube, I'll put a link in there. But most likely not. But stay tuned for segment 2. Ooh. So this year at E3, supposedly one of the new game systems is going to come out. Either the Xbox 720 or whatever they're going to call it, or the PlayStation 4 or whatever they're going to call that. You know, and I'm kind of like not looking forward to the new generation systems because of the resale market is going to go away with the new games. I hear that once you buy a game, go to the store, buy the game, bring it home, put it in your system. Okay, that game that disc can only be played on that system, and this goes for Microsoft or Sony. They're both trying to do this, and then most of your content is going to be downloaded. So, you know, you're only going to have rights to what's in your account. You can't just go to the store, you know, the secondhand shop, and pick up, you know, Tekken 25 and put it in your system and it's going to work. It just doesn't work it's not going to work that way anymore because the secondary market takes so much money away from the game developers that they're trying to find a way to get, you know, to not have to deal with the secondary market, and that's one way to do it. It's not fair, and I think it's going to cause people to, you know, get away from it just because, you know, not everybody can afford $60 for a brand new game or even $40. You know, they pick it up for $5 at, you know, the secondhand store, and they can you know, they can afford to play the video game. You know, not everybody has that kind of money laying around, you know, where they can just go pick up new games. So I think it's unfair. I understand why they're doing it, just to make more money, but it hurts the consumer in the long run, I think. Just because games like, I don't know, Borderlands, for example, I would have never have bought that game, ever, in my life for $60. But I picked it up for $10, and I liked it. It was fun. Was it worth $60 to me? No. It was worth $10? Yeah, maybe even $20. But I'm not going to pay premium prices for a game I don't think I'm going to enjoy. Such as right now, PlayStation All-Stars is out, and it's kind of like Super Smash Brothers. You guys remember but I kind of liked Super Smash Brothers, but you know, in another way, you know, it wasn't something I would play constantly over and over and over again. So me spending $50 on that game just doesn't make sense. You know, if someday it's available for $10, maybe I'll pick it up. But it's honestly just a multiplayer game, I think. I don't think it's, you know, there's like an actual game involved with it. It's just multiplayer, you know, battles, things of that nature. So that's my opinion on it. I don't like the future of video games. It's gonna suck. So makes me even want to get more of what I like playing in my hands. That way I don't have to deal with the future of gaming. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a great next couple of weeks. See you guys.